Welcome to the Realer the Most podcast. My name's Rilla.
I'm OW Cash.
I'm White Boy D2A.
And we got a special guest in the building, man.
Special guest.
We in they building.
Yeah, we in they building.
Do we roll out the carpet or what? Like, come
What?
on, man.
You know, man.
Where
Hey.
we at right now? We actually
Where
in
we
their
at?
building,
We in Harlem, USA.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, y'all,
New York.
y'all some real motherfuckers, man. So shout out to Philly. Shout out to y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Definitely appreciate you.
Man.
Smart, man.
Yeah, this is beautiful, man. Like I said earlier, we had miscommunication because I was supposed to go to Jersey, and I just didn't feel comfortable, and I think I was just judging a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
And I do so much interviews, and I work with so many different people.
Right.
Yeah.
I got a group of individuals they're so focused is to protect me.
Right.
So, and a lot of times, my coalition is too much sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, it's like I've been trying to, avoid, conflict or whatever. And I'm like, man, I don't even feel comfortable wanting to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, man, and then white boy got on the phone, man. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, my man, listen, man. We spend this bread, B.
Yeah.
What's going on, man? I'm like, man, fuck your bread. You know what I'm saying? Right? And
Niggas start getting into it.
yeah. And I'm like, but I didn't know he was Muslim. Right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, because I'm making so much content, when you make content, they feel like you just a goofy. They just want to disrespect you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, bro, that ain't it.
No,
That
that's
ain't
for
that.
that. The case.
Yeah. But we got on the phone. I apologize. He apologized.
For sure.
But I went on his page, right? Because I was like, yo, man, I'm pulling up, man. Fuck that. We coming to Jersey, man.
Yeah.
We have to come 50 deep in Jersey.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the phone. I'm mad. I'm calling my man. Like, yo, these niggas trying to play me. Word, we all right. So I'm like, white boy, I go on your page. I'm looking. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I'm looking at your followers. I'm going Napoleon Hill. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Napoleon on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Cracking the fuck up.
Right? And then, you know what I mean? I'm paying attention, right?
Right.
But then I'm like, I go on his page. I seen like he said, nothing but honor. I see his lamb. I'm like, oh, it's Muslim. Then I felt bad. I'm like, look. So I reached out to him, and he gave me his number.
Instantly sent my number.
Yep. And we got on the phone, and we, we patched things up. And I think it was just so beautiful. And I think if he wasn't Muslim, it wouldn't have went that way.
I don't think so
Yeah,
either.
man.
Right?
I agree with you.
Because a lot of times, ego is the open door that the shaitan walks through, and then jumps inside you.
Right.
It gets control. So shout out to all of us for having that patience with each other. So
Yeah, shout out to all of us. Get that a round of applause. And we here today.
Yeah, man. I just don't. You know how we do it. We swing it and all that. White boy walking down. You then. But listen, man. We got the yapping a little bit because it was a lot of shit with this
That
date.
was good.
But if everybody can mute their phones real quick, y'all. Real quick. I just want to get a proper introduction to bro. You feel me?
Roll out the carpet, man.
Are very, very articulate. One of the top, people on the internet and in real life. That's talking and giving people wisdom and coming from their point of view. Former boxing, I don't know if you still doing
hell
it.
yeah, I got a fight coming up.
Boxing
Champion,
champion.
actually.
You feel me?
Yeah.
He done
It's heavy.
music industry and Ghost Red. He been with these people and move like this, and you actually got some family history with the music.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, man, whatever your hands on, whatever you can name. Most likely, Smart Guy was a part of it, man.
Yeah.
Most likely, he was a part of
Yeah.
it. He done dealt with the rappers and the music people and everything. So let's just give a round of applause, man. We introduced the Smart Guy, man.
There's a lot of people in the industry that don't get they just due. Because giving them their flowers kind of exposes other shit, right? So
Yeah.
I think what makes me so unique is I never compromised myself, my brand. I never sold my soul, never did no gay shit.
Right.
Never supported none of the weird shit. And I got kind of like blackballed. When I got blackballed, I had to find a way. And then that kind of forced me to learn the business and make money and do better business.
Right.
Because I knew I wasn't gonna be allowed to be in the industry because I wasn't willing to do the things that you had to do to climb that
Attain
ladder.
success.
Yeah,
Right.
so to say, all that weird shit.
Yeah.
And I kind of made it popular to talk about the industry, right? Like before Cat Williams, if you know, people see my Matt Hoffa interview and I spoke about the gay shit motherfuckers do, I named names, right? And I said,
Yeah.
I ain't, you know, and I feel like now is the time for us to build our own industry, right? This internet, it gives us an opportunity to create reparations. One of the times of David and Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Technology is the slingshot, but the rock inside the slingshot is collaboration. And the collaboration has to be horizontal, not vertical. Horizontal meaning it has to be peer to peer. Like, it's so important for us to bring Philly and Harlem together, then bring Philly, Harlem,
Yeah.
and Detroit together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? It's very important for us to not just mobilize, but to organize. And you can't have ownership without being organized,
Okay.
right? So, yeah. So I know you had some things y'all want to talk about, so I want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want
that's how
to.
we
Alright,
do
so
it.
normally-
White boy.
Ownership.
So this how we do it. We walk,
Yeah,
you
walk
know,
it down.
we walk it down, man, and being as though that we do our due diligence over here at the Rolling Them Bows podcast. You know, we know a few things about you, so we're gonna just talk about it.
Okay.
And so where you from?
From Harlem, 140 from Lenox. West
And-
Side.
Growing up in Harlem, coming up in the 80s. Give us Harlem, growing up.
Man, just hustle. Just getting money. Harlem has always been about, you know, getting money, family. You know, Harlem is small, right? You know, you got uptown, downtown, east side, west side. So everybody knows each other,
Okay.
right? So, growing up was just, you know, my mother was an addict, so she was getting high. So at 5 years old, I was forced to figure out how to get money. You know what I mean? I'm stealing clothes, I'm stealing food from the supermarket, reselling the steaks and shit like that.
Right.
So everything was just hustle.
Right.
I didn't have that was Harlem. Like get money, get fly, and
Right.
do it again. That's it. You know what I mean?
Repeat.
That's it. You know what I
Repeat.
mean? Yeah. And everything was hustle, right? Not just selling drugs, but everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So
Growing up, hustling, what was some of your earlier influences coming up?
man, shit. It's negative, but it turned to a positive, right? So, you know, we would hear stories about, you know, Bumpy Johnson and Frank Matthews and, you know,
Nicky Barnes.
Nicky Barnes.
fuck Nicky Barnes. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
God Fisher then. How about that?
God Fisher, right? Like we
Right.
never embraced the rats. So shout out to
Right,
you know,
right,
Frank
right.
Matthews, Rich Porter, AZ, but he told, so we can't even
Yeah.
jack AZ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just the old school hustlers and how they got money. Frank Matthews was Big Meech before Big Meech, and he the only one that made all the money, made the millions, and got away and didn't tell.
Not to cut you off. Who was the so? I'm heavy on the New York mob gangster.
Matthews,
Yeah,
Who
me
was
too.
the ones
Philadelphia.
before them? Remember, it was Lou.
Now Frank Lucas is a rat.
No, not him. Before AZ and Rich
Lou
Porter
Sims?
and them.
Lou Sims.
No, it was three.
Shorty,
it was
Shorty
three
Doo-Wop,
people.
Shorty Doo-Wop,
Yup.
L.A.
L.A. Shorty Doo-Wop,
Doo-Wop,
them.
and,
Yeah.
and Craig O.
No,
Craig O, yup. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Frank Matthews was kind of like,
He was older. He
was before them.
No, I
them.
said that he was before Rich and them.
yeah, he was before LA too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, for real?
Frank Matthews.
Frank
so
Matthews
so
was the-
he was
like
the
the
epitome. So
foundation.
this the guy that
Okay.
made this the guy that made 75 million and got away. Feds never found him, and he the only person who crew. Nobody told in the crew.
Damn.
Nobody.
His crew was from Philly.
Nobody told in
That's
the
who
crew.
I was talking about. Craig O.
I know who you talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
So
who I
nobody-
was talking
okay,
about.
okay,
Frank
Yeah,
Matthews'
yeah.
crew was from Philly.
Yeah.
Nobody told. So what I got from that was like, you know, in order for you to create a team that powerful, you have to educate your crew. You have to educate. You know what I mean? Like, you know, on law, on getting interrogated and stuff like that, right?
Right.
So that was my early inspiration. Like Frank Matthews, like, okay, I want to be fuck. I want to make 30 million.
Yeah.
I ain't never ratting. I ain't fuck all that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If I gotta go on a run, I'm going on a run.
Right.
So that was so that was my motivation. And because I didn't have a mother in my life, because I didn't have a father in my life, it forced me to hustle early. Everything was about hustle for me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a childhood. I wasn't thinking about going to play video games and all that. I'm trying to put a fucking M80 in the video game, blow it up and get the quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mind said everything was a way to get money for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, and I started to become more knowledgeable, and I started reading books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. I realized that I had more hustle than the white boys. They just had a better product. I had a better hustle, but they had a better product.
Right.
And then I had to realize that there's no wrong way to do right, and there's no right way to do wrong. So there's no way that I'm gonna win, because even though my hustle is better, they have a better product. And the karma associated or attached to my product that I was selling at the time, the karma would never allow me to reach a certain level financially and be alive to enjoy it or free to spend it. Right? So I had to pivot. I had to start learning about business. I had to start learning about direct to consumer. I had to start learning about how to be motivated and how to change my mindset and, you know, and my mantra and stuff like that.
So,
Whoa.
so like, I heard you say you didn't have like your mom,
No.
your parents. So like, how did that affect you? Like,
It made me angry, right? Like it made me angry, you know, and I was extremely violent growing up.
Right.
So everything, you know, I was angry. I had abandonment issues and stuff like that. And, you know, I think that was the biggest effect. And it made me become a people pleaser, right? So I started hanging around. I never hung around nobody my age. I always hung around older people.
Right.
Right. And shout out to Gangsta Lou. And I was one of the people I used to hang around too, right?
shout out Gangsta Lou.
I was trying to be a gangster. I'm trying to do things to make myself known to please these people.
Right.
And that shit could have led to my demise, right? Thank God it didn't, but I think that's how it affected me. The abandonment issues and searching for love, but
Right.
not understanding that I'm never going to find the love that I was searching for because I didn't love myself.
So some of those things that like affected you, are you like still overcoming, like some of those problems you probably had?
No, I'm healed completely. But
Right.
but there's maintenance for healing.
Always.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is why the mindset is so important, right? Like I say all the time, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So the same way every day you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth.
I heard you say that, and I've been and ever since I heard you say that, my life been like that.
Right, for sure. But let me
Go ahead,
the
finish
point,
that.
right? So there's maintenance for healing, right? I was molested by my own mother. My pops wasn't there.
Right.
I grew up in the system, homeless. We were doing kidnappings. We doing all time. I was doing different shit, bro. You heard? So I was consumed by rage, right? So once I learned to stop looking out the window and start looking in the mirror, I was able to see myself. I was able to love myself. Then I had to reinforce the love I was giving myself. That's why I say how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. You have to maintain the heal, right?
Yeah.
So the same way you brush your teeth, you don't brush your teeth for Monday and say, I'm good for 2024. I'm never brushing my teeth again.
Right.
No, you got Colgate, you got
Process.
a toothbrush. Every day you have to. So I developed a routine for my mind. Right? I developed a routine for my emotions. I developed a routine for the scars that I healed. Right? And I look in the mirror every morning and I say, I am blessed. I am loved. Then I'll think it. Then I'll say it. I am blessed. I am loved. Then I'll say it. Then I'll think it, right? And the reason why I'm saying it, so when I think it, I can hear my voice. So I'm me talking to me. Right? So now what I'm doing is I'm reprogramming my subconscious mind. I'm reprogramming my conscious mind, right? Mm-hmm. So if I say right now, I am blessed, I say it, I am blessed, then I think it. As I'm thinking, I can hear my voice in my head, right? And everything that you add on to I am becomes added on to you. So that was the thing, right? That was the maintenance that I had to do. So even though I was healed, just because a scar heals doesn't mean it's not a new knife that could potentially come and cut you and open up a new scar.
Right. So without those routines, you're pretty much saying like you can open up a new scar without those routines.
Yeah, or you can subconsciously create a vibration that pulls you back into something that can harm you. Right. You know, so you have to, like when you get one negative thought, you have to replace it with 100 positive thoughts. Mm-hmm. And the reason why you might get the one negative thought is because there's so much outside influence.
Okay.
Radio, media, TV, everybody's telling us ops, drill, fuck you, kill him, nigger, whatever, right? So it's so much. Our thought patterns are not uninterrupted. The white man got a plan for us through media, and he attacks us, and he makes us think these things. So you have to insulate yourself sometimes. You have to isolate yourself sometimes. You have to really like be in your mind, be in your head, and talk to yourself. And be like, okay, I'm doing this. And then what I had to do was I had to make a calendar for my emotions. And I call it the reinforcement calendar. So from Monday to Sunday, every day, I'm intentional about how I want to feel. Okay, so Monday, I'm going to feel blessed. Tuesday, I'm going to feel intelligent. Okay. Wednesday, I'm going to feel loved. All right. Thursday, I'm going to feel like the super Muslim. I'm listening to surahs. You know what I mean? I'm going in, right? So how you think creates how you feel. So every day, I plan the thoughts that I'm going to think so I can create how I want to feel for that day so I can bring things into my life.
You're pretty much aligning your subconscious with your life.
1,000,000%, right? But you got to be intentional because they say faith without work is dead, right? But work without faith is also dead. Yeah. Right? So if you don't develop a destination and you stick to it, you'll never reach it. And then you can never, and you know, I say this all the time, never let desperation change your destination. Never let frustration change your destination. Never let temptation change your destination. Never let ignorance change your destination. Mm-hmm. Right?
You could have turned around today.
Right. So you have to, but because I had a negative thought, right? I had a negative thought. And then I felt entitled. I'm me. I don't need to do this shit. 100 thoughts. I got it down pat. And then look, white boy get on the phone, right? And then now, instead of me identifying that that's not him, it's not me, it just is. Right. It just is. It's an it. It's an innate object, right? It's just it. And then now, when I understood that, I was able to recalibrate and start. Okay, I'm smart. I'm blessed. You know, you gotta maintain your emotions. You gotta maintain your motivation, right? So in this conversation, I'm gonna give the information to everybody in this room on how to elevate, how to scale. This is why this content we're creating is gonna be so powerful, right? Because I'm giving up the step-by-step things, right? Mm-hmm. So the first thing we talked about, and you could cut this up.
What you saying that I want to tell them, make sure they share, like, subscribe, comment. Hit the bell for the notifications. You don't
use a motherfucking hater because it's free.
Yeah, now they're going to do that. They're going to support. So what I'm saying is the first thing is mindset, right? You can't be successful until you understand how to control your mind. Right. You control your mind with your thoughts. Right. You protect your thoughts by isolating yourself from things that create thoughts for you. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Mm-hmm.
So it's important to do that.
Right? And then you have to identify what motivates you. What inspires you? What gets you in that feeling of euphoria, right? And then now when you set a goal, every goal you set, you have to set a thought. So it's like goal, thought, deadline. So this is my goal, but I need to have this thought. Because if I'm not thinking a way that's gonna make me feel pumped up, I'm not gonna execute how I need to. So I'm not gonna meet the deadline.
Right.
Right? So yeah.
No, I'm gonna say something, right? And then I'm gonna ask a question, but I gotta get this out now, right? You see us sitting here like this in this line. We in Harlem, New York. This is what it looks like and what happened when us as black men know how to communicate with each other, solve things, get to the resolution, and become one. This is what this looked like. As Smart Guy said, we had a little situation earlier. We was on the phone getting things together. Shout out Jeter. Mm-hmm. Smart, the whole team. Shout out Jeter. But Jeter, man. This is what it looked like when motherfuckers out they feelings and not in they feelings. This is what it looked like. This could have turned into Philly versus Harlem. This could have turned into Smart Guy getting on a certain platform and saying things, or us calling him and yeah, nigga, you know what? This what it looked like when we not in our feelings and we know how to think like men. This is exactly what it looked like right here. It ain't no shape or form. Right. I could say it better. I could prove it more. This is what it looks like. Not only did we come to a solution and a resolution, and we resolve conflict. Not only that, we went to the heart of where this guy from,
right.
and we safe and we feel the love.
100%.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
5-6 hours ago,
it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same thing. We ain't even meet each other. We could have started beefing over phones and texts,
right.
and we ain't even meet each other.
That was crazy.
Like if we was black men who had a panties in a bunch,
Facts.
who wasn't moving like girls
Yep.
and not
It
moving
coulda
like
got
men,
bad for no reason.
we could have beefed with this nigga over a phone.
Never met each
Like
other.
we never met, we
Never
ain't
met
bump
or
each
nothing.
other, step on each other's sneaks, fuck this a nigga girl, none of that. This is what it looked like when people not any feelings. Now going off that, I want you to say something. I want you to say something. Huh?
So the reason why is because you got to understand, right? Majority of young black men come from single parent homes, right?
Yeah.
And there's this misconception that a woman can raise a child. A woman can't raise a child. A woman can just maintain a child. Raising a child takes a coalition of masculine energy and feminine energy. You need mother and father in that household. So a lot of times when there's a man absent from the household, that little black boy wasn't raised to be a man. He was maintained until he turned of male age.
Right.
And then he gets kicked out. And then now he's not thinking with his intelligence, he's thinking with his emotions. Right? And then he's letting his emotions supersede his intelligence. And you said something powerful, right? Because it's like if we were moving like females, we wouldn't be able to get to some type of a compromise.
Right.
But because we were being rational and not irrational, and that a man is not supposed to think with his emotions, right?
Right.
We're not moving with our emotions. That's
Supposed
feminine,
to think before you talk.
right?
So
Use your brain.
So now this something I wanted to ask, right? This is another point
Wait,
where
one more thing.
Go ahead.
And I don't want nobody in this room to take this for granted because listen, words is powerful. Everything happens for a reason. This conversation is confirmation for everybody in this room to elevate.
Right.
And a lot of times I think because we're desensitized, it's so much content, it's so much videos, it's so much fake motherfuckers pretending to say some real shit, acting like they real. You don't know the difference, and then you're not applying. That shit out, that mantra I got, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. Bro, that's the blueprint to getting this shit to the next level. We talking about the science to get what y'all doing to $100 million company. Y'all got all the pieces to the puzzle.
We travel on that high frequency.
Right? It's already there. So now when you get everybody on the same page, you get everybody on the same thought, you get everybody on the same mantra, you get everybody on the same affirmation, y'all motherfuckers before summer out, everybody in this room can be worth $2, $5, $10 million. Before the summer's out, if you get focused, if you take this information and then apply it, how you applying it? You making a content calendar. On your content calendar is all the content you're going to create, right? You're monopolizing the digital real estate. Every social media site that's available, you guys gotta oversaturate. You gotta flood it. Then you get the reinforcement calendar. Everybody in this room, you create accountability partners, right? So now it's like you know what motivates him. You know what motivates you, and right.
Hold each other accountable.
And then everybody motivates everybody.
Up to a standard.
Right? And then now you take that motivation and apply it to a goal. Listen, this is real shit. This information is what the white people been using against us, but we taught them how to use this weapon. And then they weaponize it against us. We the originals, right? So now this is our knowledge. All that secret shit, Bob Proctor bullshit, Robert Greene sucker duck shit, man, that came from us. We taught the Greeks. We're the fathers of everything. So when you understand this information and you take it serious, y'all go from this to Netflix level. Meaning like y'all building your own platform. Y'all making $10 million off of advertisement. I want to break. I know somebody had asked me about like advertisement. So later on, don't forget that question because I want to break down the advertisement, right? But y'all got to take this serious. I heard you flow. You got talent, right? You an artist, phenomenal. You an artist. You rap, phenomenal. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna cap, right? But music is not just really. Music is not a product. Music is the commercial for the products you sell and the services you provide. McDonald's has music, right?
Tell them that again, man.
I'm loving it. Ba, 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 ba. Music is not a product. Music is the commercial for the products you sell, the services you provide, the products you promote, or the services you promote. McDonald's has music. I'm loving it. Ba, 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 ba. They have a product though, right? What's their product? Burgers and fries. They provide a service, right? What's their service? Commercial real estate, because they're a franchise. So most artists, most black artists never make it because they don't fully understand how to leverage their music and use their music as a catalyst between the product and the consumer and the customer. Now, how you make money is how you make money off your shit. How you make money off your shit. You got to get your list. Everybody that follows you, I saw your follows, right? So everybody that follows you, you make a list, and then you figure out a utilitarian product you can sell to them. Meaning, everything you indulge in is the inspiration for the product that you're about to create and sell. So he has a hat, right? He wears hats. He has braids. He has a beard. So something made his hair grow. Something makes his beard shine. So the reason why he has that hat. I see a little bracelet, accessories, right? You break down yourself, right? What do you drink? What do you smoke? What do you eat? And then now you got inspiration for a product list. Then when you go through your list, your network, because your network is your net worth, if you can convert it into an actual transaction, and you're converting it into a transaction based upon the products that you use, that you're selling to the people that fuck with you, and they only fuck with you because they do things similar to you. See? And then now you say, I got 1,000 people. If I get 1,000 people to buy a $50 product, that's $50,000. But we're not going to say if, because if doesn't work. People to death. So understand what I'm saying. It's not if I could, because that shit don't never work, right? So when I create the product, I am creating the product, right? I am, because everything I add to I am becomes added on to me. When I am creating the product. I'm reaching out. I am reaching out to my audience, to my followers. I am going to manually DM every motherfucker, and I'm going to sell them a product that's mine. And then I'm going to set a financial goal for every product that I create.
Let me ask you something real quick, right?
And that's how you and that's how you get to let me cook. And that's how you get to that. That's how you get to that next level of financial freedom. The problem is we're caught in perception. Music just creates perception. Perception makes your product have perceived value, but the hustle, the solicitation, the actual marketing is what gets you the reality, which is the finances, which is the actual dollars and cents. Okay? And then now every product, you have to set a financial goal for every product on your product list. That is the revenue calendar. And then now we have all the distribution channels in the fucking world to make the product look amazing. The problem is we're using the commercial thinking it's the product and not even having the fucking product. So your raps don't even fucking matter because you're not providing a product attached to it. Your raps don't matter because you're not providing a service with what you have lyrically. You know
it's the Real of the Most podcast. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, comment.
You don't, you a motherfucking hater because it's free. We
Hit
got
the bell for the notification.
the smart guy in the building. Hit that bell, man.
Give him a round of applause, man.
So, all right, bet. I was talking to my homie. He like, yo, you better not let smart guy take over. I said, bro, there's no way that can't happen, bro. He is going to take over this shit, bro. He could.
No, but
look, though.
That's the problem. When people do that, I'm saying when people do that.
Not taking over.
Nah,
he giving out.
We got to give the information.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, you got to let him cook. But look, though, right? I want to ask you this, bro. So, you know, like, I was talking to one of my homies because I told you real familiar in our city. Like, it's not like people don't know who you are and all that.
I know you for sure.
And I was talking to one of my homies or whatever, and I'm telling him like, yeah, we got smart guy. Da, da, da. Oh no, he say this and he say that. Da, da. Bro, like how? Charles, he like I'm like how and shit. He said this. He sent me like a video where like you was talking about like praying or something like that, like praying, and you know we all practice Islam, but
right.
Some people don't think as much as us in yourself, and some people don't get certain things. So like in the video, you said something like I don't pray to God, I pray to me, or something like that, right?
Right.
And I told my man like, bro, like his name is literally the smart guy. Like he probably got a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? Because people hear that and they think it mean you don't believe in Allah or you not. But it can't be the case because, you know, we would.
Let me take it.
Yeah, I was about to say, just move.
Yeah, just move that, John.
So you got enough more tape or no? This shit come up.
Yeah, just move it.
Yeah.
We'll put it all back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, all I wanted to say, bro, is it's like when you say certain stuff, cause like my man basically was telling me, like, bro, a lot of his philosophies people don't agree with. Like that was his whole thing.
Oh, let me get this. Hold on, I got you. Listen, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Explain
Listen.
that to people who
First of
don't
all,
understand.
listen,
But I want you
I talked to him about
no,
that.
listen though.
About,
I want
like, his
you can
philosophies,
explain it all
ideologies.
around. But I'm
gonna get right to
the
it.
one John that I want you to answer that specifically.
I got you. Listen,
All right, bet.
one thing about me is I'm direct, right? Yo, fam, I'm tired of going to Juma and hearing some shit that don't benefit me. For me. And if I'm saying something wrong, may Allah forgive me. But I'm going to speak what I'm going through. I'm tired of seeing Arab motherfuckers in the corner store make $300,000 a fucking month. You making $300,000 a month and you're not helping the community. There's masjid on 135th and 8th, it's a masjid, right? There's a corner store next to the masjid. That masjid is owned by Africans. Listen. That masjid is owned by Africans, right? The Arabs, they Muslim, they pray in that masjid. They're connected, right? They made $90,000 renovations on the deli, but they ain't even put rugs in the masjid. I'm tired of brothers from other cultures salaming. You salam them, but they don't salam you back. Right? And so for me, I'm like, yo, bro, like, it gotta be, Allah knows best though. But I do know that they use religion to limit us. I do know that, you know, religion has always been used to divide us. I'm not, at the end of the day, I am Muslim. I believe in Allah. I do. But I can't sit here and be comfortable with the conditions of my people. I'm not cool with it. I look at Dubai. I want Harlem to be like Dubai. Every 6 months, we generate more money than Dubai. Blacks in the ghetto, we're richer than Dubai. But they mass market Dubai like it's Jenna. What? Like, so for me, this is, and again, as I learn, as Allah brings me new information, I'm consuming it. I'm not okay with black Muslims doing bad and Arab Muslims doing good, but you're not helping your brother. Nothing changes. It's 400 plus years. Christians made the same mistake. You waited for some white man to come out the sky and he never came. It has to be some type of I get it, this the dunya. Yeah, I believe that. But you ain't gonna tell me that I gotta wait till I'm dead to enjoy life. Right? So I'm not gonna sit here and I'm the only Muslim in my family. I'm the only Muslim in my family, bro. I was in a group home in Staten Island, Geller House, right? I'm 13 years old, and it was a white Muslim, white dude. He making wudu, he come out. I'm like, is you sweating? What's going on? He's breaking down to me, right? Like, you got to wash up before you pray. I'm like, word. And he said some shit that was on my heart. He said, yo, I said, why you Muslim, man? He like, well, people choose to follow, but their fathers follow. And he just left me with that, right? And I laid on the bed, right? And I'm like, damn, I'm only Christian because my family made me be Christian. So that same night, I prayed to Allah. Not even knowing I'm praying to Allah. I'm like, look, I ain't a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. I ain't shit. I want to go to heaven. Just show me this is the way. Whatever's the way you show me, I'm following it. I got led towards Islam. So I took my shahada. So when I pray, when I have I don't just pray when I make salat. I get on my knees and prostrate and I talk. Look, man, help me, protect me. You're not gonna control my relationship with Allah, and you're not gonna limit where I go based upon that control. Because when we look at the Quran, right? Bilal was the first person to call dawn, right? I don't know if you know Bilal, right? He's the first person to call dawn.
That's my name.
Bilal.
That's his name.
Oh, right, good name. So, but he was a slave.
Yeah.
So
Look up Bilal.
where were the black Muslims that were rich and powerful? Where were the black Muslims that ran shit? Right? So I look at things differently. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not trying to innovate. I'm not trying to remix the Quran. All I'm saying is they use religion in a way to control us and limit us. I can't do that. For sure.
Come on, come on. Come on in, Manny 215. Come on in.
Round of applause for Manny. I already knew he was going to say
I already knew my
Yeah,
boy.
for sure.
was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
come in too.
Like to bring clarification on the Bilal story, because as I'm sitting, I'm listening, open ears, open heart. You know what I'm saying? Even when I hear stuff that I do know, I listen from a mindset as if I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want nobody to misconstrue that's hearing from an ear of I don't know. The story of Bilal. Yes, Bilal was a slave, but he was a slave up until the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent his companion, I forget which one, to free Bilal. You know what I'm saying? Because they was about to kill Bilal.
Had the stone on his chest and all that.
The Arabs. And we gotta understand Mecca at the time where everybody comes to pray at. Mecca at that time, their economic system was based upon idol worshiping. People was traveling from all over the world, different nations coming to the Kaaba, which was built by Abraham upon monotheism, and they was coming from all over the world to worship fake gods, stuff that was built by man, by hand. So when the Prophet ﷺ at 40 years old got revelation and he got prophethood from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that became dangerous to their economic system. The Arabs of that time was like, yo, we got to do something about this boy.
Yeah.
Because he's saying that our economic system, what it's driven by, is wrong. And there's one God, and he's the prophet, and they need to follow him. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, you know, when we talk about the story of Bilal, he overheard the Quran. He just overheard some ayats and immediately embraced. And his owner at that time, who was one of the rich Arabs, said he challenged the Muslim that was reciting the Quran and said, even Bilal knows that I'm his master. Ask him. You know what, Bilal? He said, who's your master? Who's your guy? He said, Ahad. He said, Allah is one. You get what I'm saying? Who? So now on the board, he amongst his superiors. And his slave, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Disobeying him for this message.
Right.
So upon that, that's when they went, they laid him out, put the stone on him, they holding the idol to his face, crushing his ribs.
Yeah.
Who's your Lord? Who's your Lord?
Allah.
He's saying one. He's saying one. And the Prophet, one of his companions went and he said, what you want for him? And he gave him a what was seen to be a crazy number, paid that joint. He said, if you would have asked for more, I would have gave you that. You got what I'm saying? And Bilal from there wasn't a slave, only a slave, as we all are. We all are slaves to Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
But not slave to man. You got what I'm saying?
Right.
That Allah elevated him to be the Muhaddin, the one who called the Adhan throughout their entire life for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we know that in our time, in our belief, when we go stand before Allah and we're all getting judged, it said that the Muhaddin, his neck would be the longest. You know what I'm saying? He would be elevated in the society. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just wanted to clarify the story on Bilal because I don't want people to hear that.
Right, for sure.
And think that he was practicing Islam and was being a
slave. Right,
for sure.
Bilal is one of the, matter of fact,
And we thank you for that.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored Bilal so much that he's one of the companions that's promised Jannah. The Prophet said that when he went to Jannah, he heard Bilal's footsteps behind him. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to clear that up.
But see,
Appreciate you. Shout out to Manny.
We gonna let Smart God respond, and then we gonna move on because we got a lot to talk about.
So look, so basically, just in a nutshell, because a lot of people watch my interviews, right? And you know, I say things, but my intention is for all of us to be empowered, black people. Period. Right? And we have to understand that religion is perfect, but man has infiltrated religion and weaponized it against us. So for me, I've said certain things because I don't want to go to the Kuba And just for me per se, I don't want to hear about no stories 500 years ago. I don't want to, respectfully. So that's why one of the things, and I you know, I'm not saying this to get clout or no shit like that, but we trying to build a masjid, and I want to talk about relevant things in the kook bar, right? Mm-hmm. You got brothers that's facing drug addiction. You got brothers that want to get married. You got brothers that's trying to figure out how to deal with their anger, right? You got brothers that we need to, like, Islam is so powerful when it's used right. So that thing, I was frustrated. I was frustrated because I'm going to Juma, and I'm not hearing nothing. Not hearing nothing. What you saying to me? Right. Like I can't. What you saying to me? And then I went to a Juma. Now check it out. I went to a masjid in Queens, right? All Bangladesh, and Allah showed me something. I was the only black motherfucker in Juma. Everybody else was from India and whatever, right? And I'm listening to what they saying in the kook bar. Bro, like they talking about getting this building. They talking about starting this transportation company. They talking about zakat. They talking about different things like we're going to keep pouring into each other. The brother over here needs a job. They doing roll calls. Who's unemployed? They using the deen and using the religion to build community.
The right way.
We not doing that. So we got to understand that the government infiltrates our religion, right? And they put people strategically in position to keep us limited. So for me, what I was saying was I gotta talk to Allah first. Allah knows it's in my Kaaba. Allah knows in my heart. I don't do it for men.
Right.
Know what I'm saying? So when I get things, I get like this whole thing it happened, right? Because on my heart, I felt that I spoke to this brother ill. You know what I mean? Right. So I move with that. And you're more knowledgeable than me, right? But we gotta look at where we are, our conditions. We don't own our communities. We don't have institutions. We don't have black police departments. We don't have black banks. We don't have black supermarkets. We don't even own the buildings that the masjids are in. Philly, the real estate is prime time. We not buying up houses. We're not going crazy. Detroit, real estate is so available. It's time, so now it's time for us to use the deen, right, in a way, and that's what the Ummah was supposed to be about, right? That's what Jummah is supposed to be about. You going in, we talking, we planning. Okay, this brother, we squashing beefs and we bringing things together, right? So that's my, that's my intention. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead.
I want to add something real quick too, because I feel where you coming from, right? This something I speak about a lot. You know what I'm saying? The concept of cultural preservation. You get what I'm saying?
My man,
I just want to, cause I feel where you coming from. Like, we need ours. You get what I'm saying? And one thing that plague our people is we always waiting for somebody else. It's not nobody else's job to take care of us but us. You get what I'm saying? But in understanding that, right? We gotta understand that it's the same for the Arabs. It's the same for the Bangladesh people. Cause we gotta understand they coming here to America, and they coming here to America, and where they from, one of our dollars is worth like 21 of theirs. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of stuff that they talking about, has to, cause I know I got some folks that's Pakistani. Shout out to Paper Chaser Akis in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They grinding, they going back home, taking care of, making the money here and taking care of, which they should do.
Because that's what I'm saying, right?
That's why I love what you talking about, because this is conversations in the Muslim community as black people that we need to have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you talk about nip. No, I want to hear stuff that relate to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But cultural preservation.
But see, that's why we talking about it. That's what I'm doing is so powerful. I don't want to put no shit on blast, but we got 2 farms we about to open up, right? Like I'm really building, and I'm connecting with Muslims that want to build, right? We got to talk about dual citizenship. We got to talk about import export. We got to talk about going to Africa. We got to talk about having a relationship in Africa.
Yeah.
Right? We got to talk about these things. right? And then when we go to Juma, that's what it's supposed to be about. Not just on the Ramadan. You know, you look Ramadan, brothers make us a lot.
Yo, sorry about the noise in the background.
Nah, it's all good.
We
It's
in
all
New
good.
York, man.
This is New York. Listen, man.
We in the middle of Harlem.
We getting it,
Like
man.
we
Yeah,
show
that's-
y'all.
this the
we
real
really-
experience.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Really
Listen,
in the
so
middle
you
of
got
Harlem.
300 brothers making salat outside, and then once it's over, it's over.
Right.
See, that's why those brothers are just mobilizing.
Right.
It's a difference. See, when we understand the difference between mobilizing and organizing, it changes.
Cook, bro.
do.
Cook, bro.
Right?
Keep
Cook.
cook.
So now we gotta go from mobilizing to organizing to purchasing institutions, to really owning our own institutions, so we can cultivate the mind of a younger Muslim. So when he grows up, he's focused on community.
Each man feed a man, get a game to the babies.
Right,
Real
and then now
simple.
you want for your brother what you want for yourself, and now you using
brother.
Islam in a way that revitalizes the community. But we can't revitalize the community that we don't own.
Facts.
Right? So when we have these opportunities to come together, now these conversations are like, in a way, mobilizing. But organizing is when the cameras turn off, we got to collaborate. What we doing? How we, right?
Right.
You know, so that's just, that's what I stand for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people, they don't, look, bruh.
If they not here, they ain't gonna get
listen,
it.
listen.
Yeah.
The government, right, is very well invested in keeping us in the worst conditions,
that we could
the
be
worst
in.
position that we can be in. Religion plays a part,
Talk.
okay? So, yes, Islam is perfect, but it's not being applied to us to its maximum potential. That is the truth. Now, if we want to look, I'm a realist. I'm not gonna say I'm Muslim. I took my shahada. I believe in Allah. I'm front row in Juma like this, waiting to hear something. Not hearing nothing. And I'm going to different black masjids. I'm hearing the same. It's just talk, and ain't nothing happening. Right? Nothing happening. When COVID came, I was ready, bro. I got like 50 of my bros. We all Muslim. And we patrolling the hood. We patrolling correctly. You understand?
Right.
So if this is the moment, let's go. I go to the masjid. I'm like, yo, bro, he like, nah, we can't do that. Masjid is closed. I go to the Bangladesh masjid during COVID time. Yo, bro, they got 300 Indians. They ready. They ready. They organized. So we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful with how we allow this deen to be utilized.
So give me that, like,
You saying?
because your ideologies and your philosophies are very good, but how aggressive you be and giving it, you might throw people off.
I have to.
So
I want to smoke.
listen,
No, I'm gonna say what Khalid Muhammad said, right? I want to smoke. Everybody keep talking this. I don't want to duck a race war.
Right.
I'm Muslim for real.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I'm Muslim for real. You know what I mean? So if I had to die right now, it's over. You hear me? That's why I had to get out the street, bro.
Right.
I could do life. I could do death row.
Talk.
I could do that. Wallahi. I could die for a crime, bro, and won't tackle, hold it down. I'm gonna hold it down. Me. I ain't gonna tell, so I can't be in the street, bro. Cause if push come to shove, I gotta down a cop. I'm downing them, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not testifying. I'm not saying nothing. You caught me. It is what it is. Suck my dick.
Disclaimer.
That's the energy I'm giving. You hear me? So I know, like, for me, I'm tired. I'm tired, bro. I know I'm better. I know we are better. I know we are stronger. I'm tired of sitting back watching some person weaker than me. I wasn't a coward in prison, bro. I wasn't a coward in Sing Sing. I wasn't a coward in Comstock. I wasn't a coward in Attica. I wasn't a coward in Bear Hill. I wasn't a coward in Franklin. I wasn't a coward in
These
South
places
Box.
you've been arrested?
I wasn't a coward in Green Box.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't a coward in the 4 building. I wasn't a coward in the Beacon. I'm telling you, bro. This is why, I'm him for real. So what I look like being a coward when it comes to creating a revolution? See, we scared of the white man. We scared. Police can't come. Look, this my man, Charlie, my man. This my man. If I see Charlie getting beat up by police, Charlie, what you think I'm gonna do, Charlie? Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm jumping like it's, bro, I'm telling you. I'm taking a gun from the cop, breaking his jaw, and we gonna make the TMZ, baby. We cowards. That's the problem. We cowards. We got all the energy for each other. I want to spin the block. I want to do this. I want to do that. But when it comes to the white man, you tuck your tail. When it comes, let me get this off, right? When it comes to the white man, we put our gun down. When it comes to police, we put our gun down. I kill a cop. Wallahi, I kill a cop. Won't feel no type of way. We say nigga, but won't say kike. We say nigga, but won't say chink. We say nigga, but won't say spick. We scared because we've been conditioned to be cowards. Right? We've been conditioned to be cowards. They killing us every day anyway. They got synthetic crystal meth in the weed. They got synthetic dope in the weed. They got synthetic uppers and downers, prescription drugs in the weed. They're using the weed like they use the crack to destroy us, bro. They're using the music. They're using media. They're using politics. They're using everything. And we sitting up just like, yeah, fuck me in the ass and put your dick in my mouth. Fuck me in the ass and put your dick in my mouth.
Let me say something real.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can't stand for that. So for me, I'm working when the camera's rolling. I'm working when the camera off. But the reason why I'm working when the camera's rolling, because I know it's another smart somewhere that think and feel like me. And I'm hoping that one of these interviews motivated me. Yo, smart, what you want to do? All right, bet, let's mobilize. Let's organize. We need our own militias. We need armies, bro. We already in war, bro.
That was my question. Like, having the ideology that you do and being loud as you are, do you feel like you're on the island alone?
Never. Because Allah is telling me to do this. You see? This ain't me, man. It's a law. My shit moving.
No doubt.
I'm all over the world. It's people reposting me. This ain't me. This is a law.
That's a fact.
Because it's time.
Yeah.
You see? It's time. And we got to show. This is why I'm so descriptive about how to change your mindset.
Yeah.
Right? How to set goals.
You ain't just telling a nigga. You giving them the steps.
Right.
The proper steps.
And then now we have to start building our own masjids. We have to start, to organize, to mobilize, but also to organize. Right? So now why do we want a 1,000,000 man march? I don't want 1,000,000 motherfuckers marching. I want a 1,000,000 man donation. Right. So if we got 1,000,000 brothers that give $2, that's 2 million.
Yeah.
And then we can invest in real estate right then and there.
Yeah, right there.
We gotta listen, bro. Look, I went to Rikers Island, right? Rikers Island is C-74. People that's watching this from New York, they're gonna know, right? It's like, this is juvenile jail, right? Mm-hmm. You go to Rikers Island, right? Don't worry, Charlie, you're almost done, right? But listen, you're in juvenile jail, right? And they got this shit. Right. So it's called the Iron Horse, right? It's called the Iron Horse, right? So I go to jail. I don't know nothing. Right. I just know, like, you ain't gonna do me like you did, boy. So I know they're gonna walk up. They're gonna say, "What's up? What size you wear?" And I see him take his sneakers. Oh, word, okay. So guy walk up to me. What size you wear? Your size. I pop it off. Shit, I'm not with it. Yeah. I'm not with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm saying, look, I'm not with it. Right? I go up north. I'm young. I'm going to jail. I'm young. Right? I'm scared though. Because I'm hearing stories. You're not gonna cut me and you're not gonna rape me. Ain't no dick going in my butt and ain't no metal going across my cheek.
We going
period.
Viral. This shit's going up crazy.
I'm on timing, bro. So as soon as I got the population, yo, I need a gun. I need a hammer. The first motherfucker that say something to me, I'ma stab you in your face till my arm get tired. I'ma make an example out of you. And I did. Then I go to Southport Box. I'm in Southport Box doing 2 years since I cut 2 motherfuckers. You heard? Right. So now what I'm saying is, listen, bro, if it catch it, man, I gotta speak. Yeah. So I'm saying to myself, right? I'm in this environment. I'm not gonna be ran over, bro. You're not gonna run over me. I'm gonna get on this phone. I'm gonna eat commissary. I'm gonna be respected. This is the way for myself. I'm a man. So when I got out of prison, it's the same concept. When I'm conscious, it's the same concept. This Harlem, this the trenches, this the hood. Don't think because ain't nobody outside, ain't nobody outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a motherfucker come over here on some goofy shit, you not gonna make it out of here. Right. You gonna have all but 25 seconds and then it's lights out. Your post is deleted, bro.
So let me ask you.
So hold on. So what I'm saying is, bro, is this. It's like, it's the same concept with this white motherfucker who had their foot on our necks for over 400 years.
Facts.
How you gonna call yourself a man and they killing babies? How you gonna call yourself a man and they murdering us every single day? How you call yourself a man, you don't own nothing? How you call yourself a man when a man that's not even a man, that's not even stronger than you, got more than you and you afraid to challenge him? out of some type of imaginary fear, but you call yourself a Muslim. You call yourself a Muslim. I only fear Allah. I don't fear the shaitan. I only fear Allah. Nothing that piss, shit, or bleed is gonna ever make me submit and prostrate to him, bro. Right. So what the fuck I look like? I want the smoke. If it's a race war, then what's up? That's it. What we talking about? If we go on to war, let's go to war. Let's stop acting like I gotta bow down to you. If it's wartime, I want it. Let's go. And we too scared, bro. That's why we not in position. We cowards. We scared to death of that motherfucker. And when you really understand Allah, when you really understand this deen, then that fear doesn't exist. That's why in the Kubar it's non-existent, because the government know if we really talking about the deen, how we supposed to be talking about the deen, you gonna have motherfuckers talk about Allahu Akbar that look like me. Not on the suicide bombers ain't gonna look like Bin Laden.
Right.
Yeah. The suicide Allahu Akbar, they running into the precinct. They run up and hugging a cop. Allahu Akbar, hugging a cop, blowing a cop up. What the fuck going on? Palestine and this shit happening over here now. Or they don't want that. So they gotta make you think. They gotta make you think, bro. They gotta make you think. I can't accept that. This is just me per se. I can't accept that, bro. And anybody that know this is how I really am, bro. Yeah. Now, I don't do it for the camera. I do a lot of work in the hood. I don't do it for the camera. I'm just using the camera to attract like-minded individuals who's ready for war. If we got to go to war, then let's go to war. What we waiting for? Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Because at the end of the day, my death date is written by law, not man.
Facts.
No, facts.
Right?
Right.
So when you understand that, right, you could jump off a fucking building and live. Right? Or you could cannonball dive into a pool and die. See? When you understand that, that's the law, that's Islam. You could jump off a building, 100 floors up, head first, and survive. You could get off this chair and die. That's the deen. So when you understand that, man don't control that. Huh? You don't control that. You not my, what you said, Bilal said? He understood. The stone been on our chest for over 400 years. And we afraid to remove it. We afraid to remove it because we worship man. We worship the white man. We prostrate to the white man all the time.
Round of applause.
Yo, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Round of applause for that, man. And I wanted to
people follow what their parents teach them.
Yo, bro, listen, man. I don't give a fuck, bro.
let me say this real quick. Like, so it was cooking. There's a lot of things that, you know, we can say push us back as a culture and things we need to do to get better and stop blaming this person. And everybody got their list. Like, if you go out here and ask one of these people, they number one might be the drill rap and the rappers. If you ask another person, it might be they shutting down schools and building this and building that. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I pay attention very, very well. And being as though I do that, I know, like, this is my opinion, but this is facts. I think the number one thing right now that's wrong with our culture is a fucking gender war between black men and black women. Like, you go on Instagram and shit, there's always girls down in black men biting our back out, or it's them, something like the Megan Tory thing, and they biting they. So I wanted to ask you, right, since you think of things how you think of things, right? It is a lot of black women marrying white men and having interracial babies. There's a lot of white women dating black men, they having interracial babies. We're still in single parent households. We're still going through a thing where, like, a black man and a black woman married is like 95% of the hood is not happening. We having babies out of wedlock, and some people don't even know who their mom and father is. Like you said, your mom was strung out and everything like that. And I'm also sorry to hear that. So I just want to ask the question, like, what do you think about this whole gender war, black men, black women thing that's going on, the interracial relationships and kids, and like where do you put that on a level, like when it comes to our stuff and things that we need to work on? And also, why do you think that is happening?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta remember, right? So that's been the technique since slavery with the Willie Lynch letters and stuff like that, right? And in the absence of religion, there's gonna be confusion, right? So, you know, the white man figured out that the greatest soldier in his army is gonna be the black woman, right? Mm-hmm. So this is why it's happening, because we're not in control of nothing, right? So, you know, I strongly suggest everybody watching this go do your due diligence on the Willie Lynch letters and how they emasculated the black man and empowered the.
I always say it.
This is happening today, right?
Yeah.
Today.
So
today.
So
I always
and
talk about
the
that.
reason why that content can be distributed in such large quantities is because we don't own media, right? So we don't own media. We don't own the things that distributes the content that destroys us.
Right.
Right? And we don't own the things that can distribute content to uplift us.
Yeah.
Right? So our sisters are just, you know, collateral damage and casualties of war. Right? So, but a man, it's not our job to subconsciously or indirectly look for the woman or even, no, because a man, we're the leader. Right? So we're going to the woman. We're trying to hold a woman accountable when we should be going to Allah. And we go to Allah for provision, and through that provision, we get the financial things that we need, the intelligence that we need, the emotional maturity that we need to become men, to put ourselves in a proper place. So the real problem is there's the ummah is fucked up, right? And I think the solution is we need men being men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? The men need to be men.
Yeah,
right?
bad.
And in order for the men to be men, we have to go to Allah. We have to go to God. We have to ask for provision. We have to ask for strength. We have to ask for intelligence. We have to ask for patience. We have to ask for durability. We have to ask for thick skin, right?
Yeah.
And we have to insulate and isolate ourselves from media, because media is designed and weaponized to keep us away from being masculine. It's actually designed to emasculate us, right? So I'm not gonna pay attention to a sister who's led astray. I'm gonna focus on becoming myself, and then we lead by example. Submission and masculinity is not masculinity is not something that you advocate. It's something that you apply. Masculinity is application, not advocation. And so when you're applying yourself as a man to society, to the world, the women will submit. It's just a natural thing.
Yeah.
Right? So we can't worry about the woman not being submissive. We have to worry about, are we being a man?
To Allah, to lead.
Right. So now that puts us in a position, our proper place.
For them.
And then the women that is for us, not the Jezebels.
Yeah.
Right? The women that is for us, they're going to follow because it's in their nature to follow.
Right.
They
right?
want to be led.
So yeah. So,
Okay, white boy, you had a question, right?
Not more so of a question. He kind of answered it. Remember, I was just
Yeah.
saying more so
Okay.
of like everything. But it's like, you know, being as though, you know, being, you know, young, black in America with all these things that's in front of us, shaitan, and things that's in and out our lives and stuff that we go through. And we try to keep it. But it's be so much that you know, weigh on us, weigh on our back, you know what I'm saying? Women, drugs, music. It's a lot. Outside, you know what I'm saying? What we grow up in. And having this message, because like I told you on the phone, bro, a lot of y'all ideologies is they're very good. And if men was to apply that to them, we'll be in a better world. You know what I'm saying? But it be the stuff that's outside. What encouraging words do you give to the people that always got them things in front of them, but that want to, live
Or
in that,
help
in
them
that
come up with a
righteous- in that
routine
way.
or
Well,
something.
know what I'm saying?
well, the things that are in front of you, you actually put in front of you by the thoughts that you think.
Right.
So how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes
There
an
you
emotion.
go. That's
and
that
emotion becomes a
routine.
vibration.
That's that
Vibration
routine.
becomes a magnet that attracts things to you.
That's that
And when you get-
routine.
and when you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts, and have the discipline to
Right.
sit and think those 100 positive thoughts,
Right.
to overwhelm that one negative
negative
thought
thought.
until you change your frequency and you change your vibration.
Right.
And
Right.
the last thing I want to say is so I think we got about maybe 15 minutes left or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was about to.
Right. I want to say this is important, right? It's important that we're not talking in possibilities. We're
Yeah.
talking in actuality.
Yeah.
right? Because I'm on it. I'm doing this for real, right? So what we gotta understand is, once we have that mindset, nothing stops us. We're already at war. The white man is clever. He wants you to think that, oh, nigger, if you challenge me, I'm gonna step on you. You already stepped on me. Mm-hmm. What can you say? If you kill my wife, I don't care now. It's nothing you could. What are you talking about? What are we talking about? If you drown my kids and kill my brother, the offense has already happened.
Right.
The violation has already taken place.
Yeah.
They're thinking that they're mind fucking you to make you think that, bro, when you turn on the TV and you see a police officer murder somebody look like you and me, it's already up.
Right.
It's lit.
Yeah.
Right.
What are we talking about? When you go in your hood and you go on and you see the corner stores and nobody look like you, and you look at businesses and nobody look like you, it's already up. When you go to the penitentiary and you see that there's no Chinese people, I've been in prison for a long time. I've only seen one Chinese person in prison.
How long you been in prison?
10 years. So you want to tell me that Chinese people don't commit crimes? So somebody here said they from Brooklyn, Crown Heights. When you go to Crown Heights and you look at the neighborhood and you look at these motherfuckers look like you not even in Brooklyn anymore on Eastern Parkway, that's because there's no black contractor companies. We don't own shit. We keep just talking. So for me, it's like I'm working and talking at the same time. Talking because I'm talking to somebody who thinks like me, who needs to hear me to know that there's somebody out there that's like him, which is me. And then we gonna connect and we doing it.
Yeah.
So that's what it's about.
Really, the most
right?
podcast.
Charlie got kids, right? He got a daughter.
Right.
Somebody murdered his daughter, golf, and then talk about.
Let's pull bro on the show
it.
real quick.
That was
so
come on, yeah, you smart. You smart. That was it. That was the pivot. That was the pivot. That was the pivot.
Then fast track.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to touch on.
We play a game called fast track.
Okay. That was the team. Y'all professionals, man. Cause I threw the alley oop and he caught it.
Yeah, man.
Good play.
You already know.
Good play, young man. Yeah. So this is one of my OGs. This is one of my mentors. Somebody who I respect. Somebody who is a living legend, sturdy, and we worked out like 2 weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. And
that's the one that said he a boxer in the background, y'all.
I pushed him to the limit, right? Because I wanted to see what does it look like to be at that age? Is it still there? And he motivated me because I was trying to make him quit, right? And he stepped up enough. I said, "Oh shit, okay, don't think old lions Paul still don't break shit." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's funny as hell.
So
what y'all sparred?
Nah. We was just working out, working out and doing little fight drills and things that are designed to test your mental strength, to test your durability. And typically, when you get his age, you can't do this type of shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I work out every day though, so.
Yeah. So to see him do it, it was just like it let me know like I got something to look forward to as I get older, right?
Right.
So So a businessman, owner, entrepreneur, martial artist, not just boxing. You know what I mean? Charlie's different. So.
Shout out Charlie, man.
So I wanted to ask you.
I wanted to ask you one question. Are you thinking about boxing again, though?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. But again, so for me, I'm doing a community work. So it's like trying to build. So my plan is to have everything owned by us.
Okay.
Whatever we do needs to be owned by us.
Okay.
Because, we talked about Crown Heights, right? The people in Crown Heights, them Jews over there, the so-called Jews, they dominating. Like they own everything, right? And so let me say this real quick and I want you to get to Charlie, let Charlie promote some shit, right? But real quick, mindset is important, right? So we talked about the mindset, right? Using your mind to attract the life that you want to live. Any life that you want to live, you can live with the proper mindset. How you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. Our bodies produce chemicals. Our brain has neuromelanin in it. So when you think a particular way, you activate that neuromelanin. Your body starts to produce chemicals, endorphins that have gravitational pull.
Talking of laws of attraction,
right?
Y'all.
This is real shit though,
Yeah.
right? So we speak things into existence. So when we start thinking about community, when we start thinking about ownership, when we start thinking about generational wealth, now we're on that frequency. So understanding mindset is important. Next thing is self-reliance. We cannot do, this is why that part of the deen is important, right? Allah gives us provision. So we have to ask Allah for provision and understand the power of provision, because through that provision, we provide. So there's no way in hell, when you get married, you have obligations. As Muslim men, we supposed to take care of the whole, we're the head of the household. How can we be the head of our household and we're broke? So what that means is, if there's an obligation for us to take care of the household, then there's an opportunity for us to acquire the finances that puts us in a position to take care of the household. Correct. And that's provision, right? So we don't understand that. That's why I'm always talking about money and ownership, because I can't take care of my family if I don't got shit, right? So that's self-reliance. And then monetize. Talk about products, goods, services, right? Now, you guys got a podcast, right? Advertisement is the way. You should be making, CPM is cost per milli. The standardized CPM is $20 per 1,000 views, but you have to get an IPA, which is an intellectual property attorney, and they're gonna make sure, they're gonna advocate for you to get your just due, to get your standardized CPM, which is $20 per 1,000 views.
He's giving out game.
In spite of watch time and all that bullshit YouTube try to hit you with. Then you have to get a POC, which is a point of contact with Google. So now your POC talks directly with your IPA. POC is point of contact. IPA is intellectual property attorney. So now your POC is talking to your lawyer, and your lawyer is like, yo, look, my man got to get this. My man got to get this. My man got to get that. Blah, 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 right? That's how you advocate to get your maximum money on the ad. Now, the next thing is, stop thinking about bigger companies. Think about smaller companies. So now you got a video. Your video, let's say this interview is 45 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, right? Think about the video. You have in-video advertisement, on the video advertisement, before the video advertisement, and after the video advertisement. So I'm going to reach out to a small juice bar like Simply Juicing and say, hey, there's 100,000 people that's going to see this video that don't know about your juice bar in Harlem that's from Philly. And guess what? I know you guys have a website and you sell things. I'm going to charge you $25 to promote your business on this video. That's your money. That's $25. So now if you have 5 ad slots for $25, right? That's $125 that you generate per video, irregardless of views. So you should be making a minimum of $125 per video. So now when every 10 videos that you put out, now you're making $1,000 minimum, no matter what the views do, because you have relationships with the smaller companies who are paying advertisement dollars to be advertising to your audience who's watching your videos. Doesn't matter how big you guys are. And then when you set, and then now over time, you'll start to grow. Now,
y'all still want to play?
Now,
you still playing around?
Now, as your audience grows, now you have more leverage to raise the price on your advertisement. And then now when you build more relationships with more smaller companies, you're not going to need the bigger companies.
Let's
right?
go.
So that's important. That's monetized. The next thing is skill acquisition. Don't be afraid to learn new skills. You can learn anything. Don't be afraid to take an online course in advertisement. Don't be afraid to take an online course in selling. Don't be afraid to take an online course in business management. We have to understand infrastructure, and we can't be afraid, because we learn everything. We learn what new drip is popping. We learn what new slang is popping. We know what new weed, what new strand is popping, but we don't learn what new program and code that needs to be wrote is popping. Right? We don't understand computer science. We don't understand how to build things, in terms of, AI and augmented reality and artificial intelligence, right? So it's important. There's a website called pluralsight.com, pluralsight.com, pluralsight.com. There's another site called lynda.com, lynda.com. There's another site called Udemy, which is udemy.com. And these are sites that teach you how to write code and teach you how to learn new skills. So we have to invest time, no matter how uncomfortable it feels, we have to invest time in learning new skills. Because with the new skill, we're able to take advantage of what our ancestors died for. Technology is the reparation. Technology is our reparations. Technology is our reparations, because it gives us the power and the tools to get maximum profitability without the oppressor. Okay. Last point is fundraisers. Right.
Technologies are
We have to, and technology is our reparation
yeah.
because we're in the times of David and Goliath. Technology is the slingshot. That's the equalizer. The rock inside the slingshot is collaboration. Okay. But it has to be peer to peer. Stop looking for Jay-Z. Stop looking for Meek Mill. Stop looking for Rock Nation. Stop looking for 50 Cent. Stop looking for all these people that's above you and not next to you. Look for the brother that's sitting next to you, not the brother that's above you that you looking up to. Okay? Right. And that's the peer to peer shit collab that we got to do. Last point is fundraisers. Don't be afraid to raise fucking money. You guys got a podcast, right? No, you got to get a satellite. A satellite is $10 to $12 million. A radio tower is $200,000. The price of a nice car is what a radio tower is. So we can be on AM radio and FM radio. And once you get on fucking radio, you get on the airways, now you have unlimited advertisement opportunities. Okay? So I wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for my man right here, and I'm not capping. So no, I'm being for real. Because if it wasn't, seriously. Damn. If it wasn't for my OGs, if it wasn't for my mentors, I wouldn't be who I am. There's plenty of times I didn't walk the park with them and we did pull-ups and I asked them questions. I mean, come on. I pick your brain all the time.
What did he want to advertise? You said
whatever you want to say, man. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know.
What you I got to
get.
What you want to leave our viewers with, man?
Oh, he got a movie out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to.
A boxer.
No, martial artist.
Martial artist. Let me take that back.
Yeah.
Any box.
52 blocks. I teach everything. I'm a personal trainer. I have about 9 businesses right now that I own. I have a seafood spot, deli, juice bar.
Keep going.
My own personal gym downstairs. I'm about to open up a nightclub right now in Harlem. I have a pharmacy. I have an event space. I have a hair salon. So I'm working.
Bro, for real.
What you doing,
I'm
Ali?
working. I'm working.
Give the tips out on how you able to work.
If you see me call somebody big bro on camera,
so
then you know it's big bro for real.
I want you to give a few tips out on how you actually able to manage and multitask and work with all those.
And after you do that, say your Instagram name so they can.
I'm not scared to spend money.
There you go.
If you can't invest in yourself, who's going to invest in you? You know what I'm saying? So I'm I give out money. You know what I'm saying? So I just be working, man.
Tell them your Instagram name.
What about CWATBOTUTC at yahoo.com? You know what I'm saying?
That's your Instagram name?
Mr. Head Tap.
Mr. Head Tap.
Head Tap Harlem.
Yo, Mr. Head Tap Harlem.
Yeah.
Mr. Head
Make
Tap.
sure y'all tap in with Mr. Head Tap, man.
This is my fighting line right here.
Yeah.
Love right there.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Get your head tapped.
After you done what you saying,
No Diddy.
we gonna bring White Boy in to do the game we be playing.
Right.
Then
So I think what's so great about what he's able to do is he's able to bridge the gap. Everybody always asks like, how do you bridge the gap, right? He bridges the gap because when I look at him, I see what I want to be.
Right.
See, right? So even though he has all these businesses, he in shape, got respect in the hood. I'm like, man, I got respect in the hood, right? But he's older, so it's like he's before me.
Right.
I'm like, damn.
Lasted longer.
Oh, Jill still just the master. I'm like, okay, I'm asking them questions, right? And those are the things that fuel me. And I think a lot of times the older generation don't know how to reach the younger generation. You can't reach the younger generation running your mouth. Charlie's a man of few words.
Right.
Right? I talked to him on the phone not long ago, right?
Right.
And it's like he moving. So I can look to him for that. I can look to him for that motivation because he moving. And when I watch him, watch. That's why I'm gonna check the temperature. We're gonna do. Let me see the physical. Let me see what's going on. Oh, this motherfucker in shape too. Damn. All right. OG he's serious with it. Mm-hmm. And that's what motivates me. So for all the older people that watch this, stop trying to tell the youngins what to do and show them how to do it.
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
I say that's the best way to go about it.
Him, man. Hey, yo, White Boy, come do this fast track real quick.
Yeah, let's do this fast
Hey, yo,
track.
Mr. Head Tap. Harlem on Instagram.
Yeah.
Tap in right now,
Oh,
man.
man,
We at his juice bar
we
right
at the
now,
juice bar
man.
right
Yo,
now.
listen,
Instagram.
we
Right.
talk
Make
like
sure y'all come
like,
to the
like,
juice
like,
bar.
now we talk. Well, I can't say it on camera, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah,
So,
you know what I mean, we talk.
We gonna talk, we gonna
yeah.
talk.
Fast track. That's like a little game that I play. You just pick one or the other, something fast. Not really too much thinking in it. You know what I'm saying?
Said it is.
We gonna start here. Malcolm X or Farrakhan?
Malcolm X, 100%. And see, the thing about it is, it's like this, right? So, you know, Farrakhan made a lot of mistakes in a situation with Malcolm, and Malcolm made a lot of mistakes as well, right? And what happens is when you inspire someone that has nothing, a lot of times they can surpass, the student can surpass the teacher because the teacher has taken for granted the information. And it's like when you're born Muslim versus converting. I'm the only Muslim in my family, right? So, you know, Malcolm was so motivated, right, by the nation that his dedication led him to the chinks in the armor,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And I just didn't like how Farrakhan handled that situation at that time. However, in terms of like Malcolm found out about the wives and the underage pregnant girls and stuff like that, and he wanted to have a conversation first and whatever, and Farrakhan, you know, kind of, you know, impromptu, you know, delivered the information to Elijah. But again, Farrakhan is important, and the work he's done is important, but I definitely got to go with Malcolm on that one, and I just wish those brothers would have had a little bit more foresight so they could have avoided, you know, Malcolm losing his life. And I felt like Malcolm, I was so disappointed when I seen an interview where Malcolm said, "I'm already a dead man," because he spoke death over himself, right? And sometimes I feel like, or at times in my life I felt like Malcolm, but I would have left the nation. I would have never given the man power to cast a death spell over me by accepting death because the opposition seemed so strong.
Yeah.
Right? So I believe that Malcolm, you know, was necessary, and Farrakhan is still necessary. But we have to understand that when you have a message, you got to be the message. And you have to ask Allah for the strength to actually be the message when the lights is on and when the lights is off. And Malcolm was striving for that. Malcolm was so honest and pure in his approach.
Right.
Right? So, man, I still feel that was a major loss for us. Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. This one right here, Harlem-based music. Bloodshed or Big L?
Can't go against Harlem, man. Harlem will go against Harlem, man. So that's what I'm saying. Harlem will go against Harlem, man. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, man.
Both of them,
Harlem will go against both. You know what I'm
Double
saying?
up, huh?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Both legends. Both, you know, really living their raps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? 40 for Linux, Danger Zone. You know what I mean, you know, just
Right.
I mean, so yeah, we not you know, Harlem will go against Harlem, man. So both of them, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Both of them, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They both got to get on the Noah's Ark, man.
All right, and
No animals come in tools, right?
yeah.
Lions and wolves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I mean?
So, all right, that was Harlem based.
Right.
This one might be like a little bit more New York based still music.
Okay.
Jada Kiss or Styles.
Man, that's it's like saying salt or pepper, man. You know what I'm saying?
If you had to pick one.
Man, it's man, you know, okay, man, oof. You know, Kiss got the delivery. You know, Jada delivery. I mean, Jada's like a chainsaw.
Styles gonna talk to you.
Like that shit don't. I mean, it's like Styles gonna talk to you, shoot him in the head. Hope you're looking forward to die. Hope you're ready for the shot to the head or the sword in your eye. You the shit. I'm the Lord of the Flies. Bitch, nigga. Got beef saying now. I'ma load up, come towards you with nines. I spray you and your man, the coupe in the van, the office in the studio, wherever you stand. I don't want to be the king of the coast. Feds watching. Gotta look a little dirty when you sling your dope. I sold drugs for real. Oh, Style, you know, Style, I mean,
Felt that.
Style, like, you know what I mean? Styles, like,
Yeah,
they both.
Style.
That's kind of like, man.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You can't pick one.
Can't pick one. It's hard.
It's yeah, man. I mean,
I'm cooking you with the fast track.
You cooking me with this one, man. Pause. I mean, man, like that's man. Style. I mean, cause it's like.
No Diddy.
Man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't
What
fuck
else
Diddy.
you-
We ain't
what
gonna
else
say
you
Diddy.
got?
All right, the last one. That's the last one right here.
Fuck Diddy.
On some basketball shit.
All right, basketball shit.
Damn.
Okay, basketball can be a little more ruthless, man. Get to it, man.
I
Yo,
got-
I'm going
I
for
got
Boston,
fair
so you know
shit.
that.
No,
we got-
I'm going for Boston, man, right now.
We got-
that's just-
we got the Knicks or we got the Sixers.
Tipping.
What?
Which one you taking?
You don't really. Damn, I gotta fuck with the Sixers. I fuck with AI.
Cause the
Ain't
Knicks
nobody
be
do that.
shitty.
It's fucked
The
up.
Knicks
We
be
supposed
skitty.
You know, Allen Houston, my man. Shout out to Allen. Allen, yo, he's crazy.
I
Allen,
got
you
one more, bro.
know what I'm saying?
I
You know what I'm saying?
need you to answer this one though,
All
bro.
right, go ahead.
Max B or stack bundles?
Nah, see, this is the same thing. It's different.
Ain't no nah.
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Ain't no nah.
You gotta think,
Stack
alright,
bundles
listen.
for Far
I'm gonna tell
Walkaway.
you what. Nah, listen. Like, I had a relationship with Stack.
Okay.
And I had a relationship with rest in peace, Lord Superb. Lord Superb used to write or ghostwrite or help Ghostface Killer. Lord Superb from Farm Rock. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I was locked up with Lord Superb in Bear Hill. It's my bunkie. And we got really cool and tight. I mean, and then he helped me with the relationship with Stack. And Stack was just phenomenal. Like Stack engineered too.
Oh,
A lot of
yeah?
people know that. Like,
I ain't know that.
He would record himself. A lot of them records you heard on the mixtape, Stack
Yeah.
recorded, engineered himself, right?
I think I heard Jim Jones say that
And
before.
Stack
though.
never wrote. Like Stack one was different.
It's-
But
it's what he said.
Max B, before A Boogie, everything you hear with
That
Lil
melodic
Baby,
sound.
that's Max B.
I already know.
Yeah.
I'm saying like that's Max.
Yeah.
All right,
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
Oh, we know.
Everything you
Niggas
hear,
took whole
everything
fucking
you hear
style.
with Lil Wayne. See, a lot of people, everybody was inspired by Lil Wayne, but then realized that Lil Wayne got all his inspiration from Harlem.
Yeah.
So the tree.
Yeah, from Jewels and
is- you know
all
what I mean?
that. Yup.
But Jewels and all that shit, that's Max.
Yeah.
I mean, that, like, so you gotta
Alright,
understand,
yeah.
like, he wavy for real. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we know.
So it's like they both so
Instrumental.
impactful in so many ways because their flows and shit like that is what the
He ain't gonna
artist.
pick nobody.
Like
Nah,
now.
man, I can't. You know what I'm saying
We can't get you to pick not one
All
fast
right,
track.
we gonna go old school. Mace or Cameron.
Damn, how you just?
That's both Harlem
That's
too.
Yeah,
bro.
Harlem go against Harlem,
Gotta
man.
choose, bro.
Nah, you can't, nah, man. Listen, Harlem go against
Yeah,
Harlem,
he
man.
really ain't.
Nah, listen, man.
Yo.
Nah, listen, man.
Hey, yo.
Let me leave with this, man.
Go ahead, man.
Let me leave with this, man. I know you're Philly. I mean, home of the spitters, man. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. No support from my mother. Sometimes I wish I would have came from a different pussy. C-section. Even in birth, she didn't push me. Every other week, you got a new man in the house. You got the nerve to point to him like he the man of the house. And they all want me to call him dad. They all wanted me to call him dad. I grew up confused. Got beat towels black and blue. And you wonder why I'm in school, acting a fool, cutting class, picking fights, couldn't follow the rules. Free lunch won't cut it. I'm still hungry. Need food. Hooked up with Daryl. Selling weed now, mama. I'm making moves. Yeah, mama. I'm making moves. You put a pins warrant out. Left me in the system. Plus you ain't called back. Dang love, what you call that? If you ain't want a son, mama, shit. You should have left me in that bull sack. Two sides to the story, but I ain't having it. Too many demons inside I gotta battle with. Fuck whoever trying to play devil's advocate. Y'all don't understand how real this is? I was just a kid, 5. Had to look my mama in the eye. Half sleep, half high. And you wonder why I'm outside, smoking weed, pistol in my pocket, throwing up gang sign. You a junkie, mama. How you gonna demand respect? I guess you beat me cause I look like the man that left. A spitting image of my daddy, huh? That's why you slapped me? Can nothing please you? You ain't never happy. Straight A's on report cards getting ripped. Christmas, birthdays, I ain't get shit. Every man I see you with call you bitch. This is what I deal with? Yeah. This is what I deal with. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. It feels like God cursed me and my brothers. Because all I do is suffer. And the pain came from my mother. A rose won't grow from this concrete. Roots getting pulled out. Petals getting stepped on. You came home high. Beat me half to death. You said that I slept wrong. Bloody tampons. Empty bottles of liquor. Cracked valves on the same bed I slept on. How the fuck could I sleep wrong? You got me laying on a bed I could barely even sleep on. Bottles on the floor, roaches on the wall. I'm looking at the sky like Allah deserved more, but God gave me this talent. All I wanted was love. Father wanted to fuck. Mother thought it was love. I'm a king, not a nigga. Please, Lord, make a missy when the trigger squeeze. Focus on becoming what I gotta be. Born drunk, biblical cord filled with Hennessy. Dope in my mama vein, passed to the first seed. Lord, am I worthy? If so, and please, tell me why my mama trying to curse me. Mama getting high. Daddy friend fucking her, praying. She asking God why that man keep touching her. Forced to wear a smile when you want to frown. Hard to go to school, look your teachers in the eyes when you want to die. Got blood in her panties. Her period ain't come yet. Foster mother, don't see a daughter, just another check. Had 2 abortions, told the doctor she gonna keep the 3rd. Kicked out the shelter with a baby, now she on the curb. And man 35, she was only 12. Going to church in search of heaven, but finding hell because the preacher wanna fuck too. She get molested by the one she look up to. Her mind frame and her heart is like, fuck you. Because it's hard to go to God when the preacher wanna fuck too. She get molested by the one she look up to.
Yo. It's the Realer Than Most podcast.
Realer Than Most podcast, man.
Make sure
They
y'all
realer than
share,
most,
like,
man.
subscribe.
I appreciate
comment,
you,
hit the
bro.
notification
Appreciate you.
bell.
Really appreciate you for bringing us to your home. Shout out Charlie, Mr. Head Tap Harlem. Follow the smart guy on Instagram, yo, man.
Go check him
on
out.
On behalf of Realer Than Most, bro, you are now a part of the Realer Than Most family, man.
I got this stick on my other phone, man.
Yeah, man.
I got this stick on my other phone, man.
Yeah,
That's a
bro.
t-shirt too, man. Realer Than Most, we realer than most.
Realer
Realer Than Most podcast,
bro.
and we
You
all
already
realer
I
know,
appreciate
man.
you, man. Take us out, Brody.
Man, it's the Realer Than Most podcast. I got Cash, White
Cash,
Boy,
White Boy
Smart
D2
right
I'm
here
here.
with me.
Smart guy.
Man, we in Harlem right now.
Yup. Shout out the whole gang who came. Lean, V, E, Quan,
OG,
Fetty,
Meech, Manny, Fetty,
Rue, Meech, the whole gang.
Shout out the team.
I ain't missing nobody.
We wouldn't be
Yeah.
shit without the team.
You already
Shout
know.
out Realer Than Most family, man. Comment, subscribe.
I'm
like,
Realer.
share. I'm Cash.
I'm White Boy D2E.
It's the Realer Than Most podcast.
Simply
Oh,
juicing.
simply. Oh, wait.
Juicing.
Oh, you
Simply
can't exit
Juicing.
like that. Simply juicing, man, in Harlem right
Yup.
now, man.
Simply
where we
Juicing.
located at.
Come down here.
1469
Get
Fifth
yourself
Avenue,
right,
man.
man.
1469 Fifth
Come
Avenue.
check
Realer.
Funk out.
I'm Cash.
I'm White Boy D2E.
And we got Smart in the building, man.
we
It's the
out.
Realer Than Most podcast. We out of here.